Hello and welcome to another YouTube video. Today we're going to see a little bit more in depth into OBS and how to use it for streaming. So last time we went over some of the basics, how to create your scene and build a stream for everyone. In this case, we're going to go more into the in-depth things where what resolution to set your stream and everything. So hopefully you guys enjoy that ride with me. So let's get started. So first things first, we have obviously our OBS. What you're going to want to do is go over to settings. And within this settings, there's a lot to go through. The general settings is just general settings, like if you want the scenes and the sources to snap to the edges. So if we were to make some changes over here, and I make a change to my video feed, snapping would make it snap to the edge here if I were to play too much with it. So these are some things that you can enable or disable, change its sensitivity, and that kind of thing. And then you have other general settings here that you can use. Projector, system tray, if you want it to be minimized when it started. Always minimize system tray instead of taskbar. So at the bottom you have your taskbar, and then you have your system tray that you can change, where you would usually have programs running in the background, such as your antivirus software, Stream Deck if you have it, and that kind of thing. In your stream section, you're going to have if you're connected to your streaming account or not. And then once you're connected to your streaming account, under that you would also have which server you're connected to. And you would also see Better TV, Franker's Face, I think it's how it's pronounced. So if you want to enable those for your stream, you can enable them from here. Output is where it starts getting a little bit more complicated. So your video bit rate. This is something that can dramatically change how your stream works. So for affiliates, if you're a Twitch affiliate, what's recommended is between about 2,000 to 4,000 according to Twitch guidelines. And then if you have a really good internet, you can go up to 6,000 if you are affiliate. So what the video bitrate means is that the higher that number is, the better the quality of the video that's going to come in for your viewers. So this is something you can change as you're streaming or whatever the case may be. So if, say, you're at 6,000, which is the maximum that Twitch allows for Twitch affiliates, you'd have to hit apply, obviously. So 6,000, that's usually what I have it to because I have a really good internet connection. If you don't have so much of a good internet connection, have it on a lower end, requires less because it's sending less video, less good quality video. And then you also have your encoder. The encoder is what determines which part of your computer is encoding the data to send to Twitch. So the hardware here, that means it's your video card working to send the information to Twitch, or what encodes it to send and then send it to Twitch. Usually you would want to use that, but if your computer is less good than the majority, you can switch it. Right now I can't because we're recording, but if you were to click on it, you also have software. So what the software is that it uses your CPU instead. So you'd use your video card to play your game, and then the CPU would encode everything and send it to Twitch or whatever other platform you're streaming from. Why you would want to choose which one? The video card has an easier time to encode the information and then send it, comparatively to the CPU. If you encode with the CPU, it makes your computer run a lot slower. But if you don't have a good graphics card and it takes everything from your graphics card to even be able to run your game, then switching it to software and then streaming, you'd be able to do it. So to mix and match on which one you should use. If you have a less good computer, more than likely you should be using software instead of hardware. If you have a better video card, then hardware is where it's at because it just renders more properly. Down here you have your recording, so high quality, and then you can choose the recording quality just determines at which quality you record. So seeing as we're recording for YouTube right now, I set it to high quality. And then you select which path you want it to record to. select your recording format. So there's MKV, KV, MP3, and a few other ones. By default, OBS uses MKV. And same thing if you choose to use your video card or your software to encode the data. In audio, I don't personally play too much with that just because as a default, it's pretty well set up. You can choose some hotkeys to push to mute or whatever the case may be. Not much here to see. Video, this is where you choose what your viewers see. So your base canvas is going to be what your monitor is set to. So my monitor is a 1080p monitor, so it's going to, as a default, go to 1920 by 1080. Output is what it sends out and encodes to put over to your recording or to your viewers on your Twitch or YouTube or streaming software. So as affiliates, this is my personal opinion. Personally, I put it at 1280 by 720. You get a much larger audience base. Because if someone is watching on mobile, doesn't have the greatest internet, at 720p, they can still watch. If the quality is at 1080p, they might have more trouble being able to watch. And as affiliate, this is not something that can be changed on the fly either. When you're on Twitch and you're a partner, your viewers can decide their own resolution. So if they want a lower resolution, they can change it on the fly. While us affiliates, whatever we're streaming at, that's what you're stuck with. And then you also have your hotkeys here. So here you can play with your hotkeys if you want to switch scenes, if you want to mute or unmute your microphone. So you can set a whole bunch of different hotkeys for your needs. You can use your Stream Deck or that kind of thing to create different hotkeys than what you have on your keyboard as well. And then lastly, you got your advanced. The only thing that I might play with here is the stream delay. If you want to enable and have however many seconds of delay, you can set it from here. The default delay, usually depending on how good your information is being sent to Twitch, YouTube, or however the case may be, is usually 3 to 4 seconds. There's usually a small delay either way. But here you can further extend that delay. So if you're playing a competitive game where you don't want people to stream snipe you, you can further that delay so that way it makes it harder for them to stream snipe. And that is a majority of the a little bit more advanced settings that you can play from within OBS itself without using any plugins. And again, that basically covered everything that you can change from within OBS without any plugins or any of other things that outside factors that you can use to impact your OBS. So these are more of the advanced settings, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.